Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at one of my Micronauts figures, and this is the box, and it's almost too big to get in the shot, so I'm going to turn it sideways because Biotron is kind of a gigantic character, and he stands over 12 inches tall. And cool aspects of the box, I like on the back part has sort of this diagram that shows, the interchangeable parts. And also, right here, it shows how Biotron can be combined into various configurations. I'll show you this configuration later on in the video. So let's get this thing out of the box and we'll take a look at it. So here we have Biotron out of the box, and the scale of this thing is kind of gigantic. I can show you like how large this is by comparison to, say, a 12-inch GI Joe. Standing next to GI Joe, he comes up to basically Biotron's shoulder. So yeah, this thing is really large, and the cool thing about it is there's so many interchangeable parts and so much you can kind of do with this figure. Everything comes apart basically. The arms come off, the whole torso comes apart from like the legs. And I want to show you a cool feature about the legs in particular, because these parts come apart and can be turned into a vehicle for some of the Micronauts. So I want to show you that. So when you take the two halves of the leg apart, you can recombine them and create like a little Micronaut vehicle, basically, because there's wheels on the bottom of this, and basically it rolls along, and you can attach a Micronaut to the vehicle. So that's kind of a cool feature. Basically, you get a vehicle where it's basically part of this action figure. One other interesting aspect of this is you can take this is the time traveler, and you can put him inside of Biotron as well. So I always thought this was a cool feature. Basically, you can take the basic character from Micronauts, the time traveler, and put him inside Biotron in this little compartment. So that's kind of a cool feature of this action figure as well. So you combine the basic action figure with this larger action figure, and give him a little place to be a part of the action. Some other cool aspects of Biotron is his hands have like this spring-loaded gripping action. So that's pretty cool. You can kind of like grasp onto things and actually carry them around. There's also like a lot of articulation with this figure, bending at the elbow, and with the interchangeable parts, it gives you like so many possibilities in terms of like what you can do. So I was always excited by this line of action figures in particular, just because of like the articulation, the customization, all the aspects of this gave Micronauts a lot of appeal for me as a kid. So I'm happy to have this still in my collection, and just happy to share it with you. So unfortunately, the motorized features on my Biotron action figure no longer work. I tried putting batteries in it, and no dice. It just simply doesn't work. I may try to do a restoration on the electronic part of it, but it's not a huge aspect of this for me, because basically Biotron was really all about the interchangeable parts and not so much about the motorized features. But I may try to, cover that aspect of it in some future video. So if you want to see more of my Micronauts collection, think about subscribing to the channel, because I will be covering a lot more of these figures and vehicles and so forth in future videos. So I hope you're having a great day, and thanks for watching.